You might be on mute, Joseph. I don't hear anything. Yeah.
Fight Fiends forecasters are back. Ready to attack. Vegas 111 at the Apex with Prelim Tim. Subscribe on Substacks to the boy. Check him out on Instagram. Husky Hustler. He's howling in the background. He'll be back before you know it. We got the drinks rolling. Pour one, crack one. Let's have some fun. Prelim Tim, are you ready to have some fun this week at the Apex after what happened last week?
Yeah. I don't know if I want to talk about that at all, but Isaac Dolgarian screwed me and my bets. The thing, a lot of it about it is interesting, but something I thought about today that no one is really talking about is that Isaac Dolgarian hasn't said anything like at all since it happened. He's been completely quiet. So
Guilty.
That looks guilty too. Yeah. So we'll see. But
yeah, the FBI is doing their job.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Yeah. But
and you know what? I had 3 locks of the week, and he was one lock that didn't hit for me, but I'm not even mad about the lock not hitting because Yadier Devaye looked pretty juiced up in that fight, and maybe he could have won either way. Even if Dolgarian didn't do what he did, he probably could have lost anyways, if we're being real here. I mean, Devaye looked pretty good. He never lost before. Professionally, you don't know what could have happened in that fight, right? So it's definitely suspicious with the line movement, with the bad takedown and grappling defense from Dolgarian. And then, now he's not saying much. He got cut from the UFC. Definitely, for me, it's a little worrisome, and I'm a little hesitant to put bets down this week. I don't know how anyone else feels after all that, but definitely going to manage the bankroll super wisely, go a lot lighter on some of these lock of the week parlays for sure. So, what do you got to say, Prelim Tim? You probably agree with managing the bankroll for sure.
Well, managing the bankroll always, but I'm not afraid to put bets down. There's always risks involved anyway. This is just another risk we have to worry about. But I have some stuff I really like for today, and hopefully nobody is going to take a fall.
Yeah, no falls this week. We're only going to rise with the Jets, a Canadian team. I'm from Canada. Let's go Winnipeg Jets because Toronto can't really do it. But who can get that $50 freaking dollars? We got $50 ready to go. We're doing the giveaway wheel each and every event. Me and Prelim Tim, we have 47 entries this week, Prelim Tim.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what you said earlier.
40. Yeah, 47 entries. Now, give me a second while I spin the wheel here. Let's give her a run. Oh, it's spinning. It's spinning. Who's the big cheese this week?
Jokins won. Or Jakins won?
Jakins won.
Yeah.
What is up? Get after Jakins. He got it done.
Are you in the chat, Jakins?
Probably not. But all what you got to do this week, drop the hashtag F3 in the comment section on this video to get that $50 next week. Jakins won. Got it done. And that's a first-time winner for Jakins 1, who got it done. Prelim Tim,
Hey,
I got to start it
Jenkins.
off this week.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
I got to start the props off this week. I know last couple events you started it off. We're going to start this prelim action off with a bang. Hyder Emil off his first ever loss is ready to get back into the win column in a big way, my guy. He gets it done by knockout with the forward pressure and power in the fists. I don't think Jamal Emmers is ready for this one. He's going to try to point fight his way to a decision. And the guys that Jamal Emmers beat were sus prospects. I'm not thinking Hyder Emil is a sus prospect. He's very well proven with the guys that he has beaten, and I believe he's ready to get back into the win column here in a big way. He has a lot of knockout wins. Jamal Emmers is going to be in some trouble early in this fight, Prelim Tim. What do you think?
Yeah, I like Jamal Emmers because he's a New York guy originally, but I don't trust him. I've lost money on him a few times. I don't really trust Hyder Emil that much either. This is kind of a stay away fight for me, but I think you're probably on the right track if I was going to place a bet on this one.
And he is a lock of the week for me this week as well. On the forecast video this week, one of the locks of the week got canceled, Adrian Yanez. I'm still rocking with the other 4 locks, Hyder Emil, Ricky Simone, and the Bomb Fiend Bros. Let's go.
All right.
Prelim Tim, what is it on the prelims?
This one, yeah. Just let me pull up my notes here. So, Tisha Pennington has been around for a long time. She has never been finished in her career. 22 fights over a long span of years. She took a lot of time off. She had a baby, stuff like that. So she's been with the UFC forever. Only 36, so not completely too old yet. She has only gone the distance twice in her career. And again, never been finished. So Denise Gomes has 7 of her 11 victories by finish. So she's kind of reliant on getting a knockout. She is only 4-2 by decision. So I think Pennington usually fights really close. We're getting more than 2-1 odds for this. I really could see her taking a decision here. So I'm going for this one for the prelim prop.
And I believe she's the betting underdog too in this women's fight.
Plus 150 money line.
Should be a good one. I am on the other side because Denise Gomes is more masculine. I think she's going to push forward. But this fight is bound to go 15 minutes, Prelim Tim. And I'm not ever overly confident in a women's mixed martial arts fight. So plus money for the fight to go the distance and for Tisha Pennington to get the dub. Could be live here. You're the prelim sniper. Now, the main card, since I'm starting it off this week, what do you think of Tulio Leroy Duncan under 2.5 rounds in a spot that is first up on the main card? I do believe is bound to be a barn burner. I think these boys are going for the finish. Either guy looking to make the statement. You can look at the side of Tulio from Brazil. He has a lot of knockout wins, and he is on a run right now. And I mean, Christian Leroy Duncan really has to show up and bring his best in this fight. Now, he hasn't had a submission in a long time, so he might have to stand and trade in this fight. Can he get it done? He might have to go the distance to get it done, but I feel like he might be able to find a counter shot, make a big statement in this fight, because it is the main card headliner. Plus 105 for this fight under 2.5. I like it a lot here, Prelim Tim. Now, I seen your prop of the week. You probably disagree here, don't you?
I don't disagree too strongly because it sounds like you are a little bit more on the Tulio side, which is definitely where I am. And I could see this ending quickly. They're heavy guys. They're both going to trade mostly on the feet.
Or after some punishment.
Tulio is a much better grappler, I think. So if he decides to go that avenue, which he doesn't too often, but if he does, I think he's much more credentialed grappler than Christian Leroy Duncan. But I don't want to spoil anything, but I guess I will just a little bit. I am favoring this to go long, just because here it is. Just because Duncan hasn't been finished yet. He's lost twice by decision in his career. Tulio has 3 wins by decision, 0 losses by decision. He's on a run of knockouts, like you were kind of saying, and he's looked great. So really, this bet is mostly about me just looking to get a piece of Marco Tulio. And at 2-1 odds, I think this has a chance to go over. So I'm deciding to take this one. But really, minus 190 on the money line, I think I'll just like eat the chalk and bet that as well. But for the purpose of this show and betting props, I'm going to pick Tulio by decision here for plus 200.
Yeah, it's certainly favored to go over. Money coming in here on Tulio that I see. The line has dropped. He's becoming a bigger favorite. Now, the odds aren't too wide on this decision prop. Maybe he can take it 15 minutes. He's on a knockout streak right now. Can he keep it going? Hard to say. He is taking a step up in competition. CLD is no slouch. Let's say that. He is no slouch. This is a good step up in competition, and rightfully at the right time here. You think he's a slouch?
Yeah, I'm not a Christian Leroy Duncan guy. Never was from his debut. I don't like him now. I think Tulio is on a real hot streak, and he could finish him like you're talking about. But hopefully, for my sake, it goes over. But I'll be betting the money line as well. Either way.
Yeah, honestly, the Cage Warrior prospects, which Christian Leroy Duncan, CLD, was a former Cage Warriors champion. Those boys are hard to trust, and they're not overly successful in the UFC. So, yeah, I'm going to fade that. Now, the value props. Oh, yeah, the value props. Are you going to fade them? Are you? I mean, Josh Hockett has a 100% finish rate, I do believe. Now, he is under $2, under plus 100 to win this fight by knockout. Now, he's fighting a jiu-jitsu artist, black belt, I do believe. And I don't think he's going to get the submission, but he has a wrestling upside. I think he can defend submissions in this fight, out-wrestle his opponent at heavyweight, who's stepping in that didn't even have to fight at Dana White's Contender Series, who has no real experience other than tomato cans. Now, Josh Hockett, you could say the same about him, but he fought on Dana White's Contender Series. From what we've seen, he looks pretty good. His wrestling is promising, and I think he can pace his way to a win as a 4-1 favorite. Let's look at the plus 400 price tag at the decision here. If he doesn't get the knockout, which everyone's betting, which is way overpriced, no value on the line, he's going to win the fight and probably by a decision because he's not going to submit a black belt. Maybe he does. But I'm taking the decision prop here. Plus 400. Yeah. You're goddamn right. I'm betting this.
Yeah.
100%. We've seen this multiple times. Like the guy that's supposed to get the knockout or finish the fight easy, big favorite, just goes on and cleanly wins a decision. I could see this happening here. And there's a lot of value to make. Not a lot of value to make. There's a lot of money to make and a lot of value on this prop. Prelim Tim, yeah. I'm very interested to see what you're saying. Because I was going to take this too.
Do you want me to talk about Josh Hockett at all first? Or?
Oh, yeah. Go back. Let's go back. Yeah.
All right. So I like this bet. This is my kind of bet. I like to not bank on people finishing that are expected to get finishes. For that reason, I usually like to bet like round 2 props because people kind of go towards round 1. It's been a lot of success for me. This one, I'm not sure. I think he probably does get a knockout. I could see him taking his opponent down a lot and smashing him on the ground. I think that's definitely what he's going to try to do. He's pretty aggressive on the mat. But at the same time, like you were saying, his opponent's a black belt. He could be good at staying safe, like keep him busy, throwing up submissions at him, making him defend. I don't think he submits Hockett. I don't think Hockett submits him. So the chances of this going long are actually not bad. Maybe something like just the over would be a good bet too. But for plus 400, maybe I'll do this. And if you guys want to find out, follow me on Instagram and Substack, Prelim Tim MMA. I will post my full betting card tomorrow. So, yeah, but this is cool.
Yep. Very cool. And the Substacks is very cool, Prelim Tim. You gotta follow him. And please check out Fight Fiend each and every week. Stay forecasted. Let's get the views up. Make sure you smash that like button, spin in wheelhouse, kick the subscribe button to both channels. A lot of appreciation, Fight Fiends. The $50 went to Jakey S1 or something like that. So let's get after it. $50 each and every.
Who knows? I don't know how to say it.
Jenkins won. The snake slithering around somewheres in the grass. Let's keep it going. The value prop, is going to slap some ass here. She is my dog of the week. I love the pick. I was going to take it as a value prop, but I had to mix it up a little bit and give the people some flavor.
Yeah, this might be the most confident I've been in something that's plus 850 in a long time. I put out a video on my Instagram and also my TikTok, which I never promote because it's not very big. But I usually repost any video I make for Instagram. I repost on my TikTok just to try to get more attention towards the page. But I really think this could happen. Like, if I'm calling my shot here today, like, I think this is going to happen, and we're getting a huge number for it. Like, Maribona Silva is somebody who has just gotten her black belt. I think like 2 weeks ago, got her black belt. And then she's training at the Fighting Nerds Academy, which, I mean, that's only done pretty good things for everybody that's done that. She has 5 submissions in the UFC already versus good grapplers. She submitted Jillian Robertson. How many people in the UFC have submitted Jillian Robertson? She might actually be
not many.
I'm not looking at it right now, but I think she could be the only one. And then she had a 6 submission, which is a really good ninja choke on Holly Holm. That was overturned because she tested positive for like Ritalin or something like that. But she is a dangerous submission artist. She's also very powerful. I don't think so. I think she's very powerful on the feet as well, which could factor in because I watched Jacqueline Cavalcanti, her opponent, fight what's this girl's name? Marina Jindriova in the PFL, and she got rocked really bad, and she started panic wrestling. She's not normally a wrestler. She's like Cavalcanti's like a striking only type of fighter, but then when she got hurt bad, she started trying to wrestle. If she does that to Maribona Silva, she's going to get strangled. So, I mean, it could lead to a club and sub by Bueno Silva with the power she has in her hands, or she just gets a takedown, takes her back, finishes the fight. So I really like this. Just another thing, the knockout, which I don't think is as likely, but she's plus 1,500 to get a knockout. She could just take her down and and control her and
hit her with some elbows
up on the ground, to stop the fight. So for plus 1,500, I might put like a quarter unit on that too. But I love this bet, and I really am confident in it.
Yeah, Cavalcanti taking a big step up in competition. She fought Nora Cornhole, Julia Avila in her last fight, Zara Farron, Josiana Nunez, Melissa Croden over almost 3 years ago there with Croden. So Buena Silva on a 3-fight losing streak. All right. Now, is she going to take 4 losses in a row consecutive? Maybe. She is the betting underdog, but I would bet she doesn't. She was in a title fight.
I don't think she loses this fight.
Well, I thought she was going to be in a title fight not too long ago. Maybe
she was. She fought Raquel Pennington.
She lost
a
decision. She didn't look too good. Her cardio didn't look good. But like you said, she just made the move to Fighting Nerds.
Yeah. She looked good early, though, too, in that fight. She had her back twice. So
and with a fighter that hasn't been there, hasn't done that. I mean, Raquel Pennington is experienced. And she is as good as they come being the champ.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Buena Silva's getting overlooked here. I did a video long time ago, long time, Prelim Tim, and I had the Bueno Silva chocolate bar. I said she was going to get it done. I believe she was an underdog in that fight. I didn't have time to get the Bueno bar tonight, but tomorrow I might go grab one. I think she's getting it done here. Great spot for Bueno Silva to get back into the win column versus Cavalcanti. This submission is going to be a popular bet. That's my only worry. I want to point that out on the show here. It's going to be a very popular bet for this underdog if she is to win. Maybe she just wins a decision. At the plus money, you can't not take the money line to be safe first and foremost.
Yeah.
Obviously, we both think she gets it done by sub. She could win a decision. She could get the KO.
Yeah.
God damn it, she better win this fight. She's my dog of the week. And I really like her to win this fight, no matter what happens Saturday night.
I'll be betting the money line as well. But I haven't seen anybody talking about the submission besides Bren in the chat just now. But on my Instagram feed, nobody else has really been promoting it.
I've seen someone else promote it, but I'm not going to mention names. They posted a short video saying that the bookies wouldn't let them put any more money on this prop. And it had quite a bit of views. Apparently, the bookies won't let them put more money on Bueno Silva by submission. A lot of people probably know what I'm talking about here. But it is what it is. Maybe she just gets it done by a decision, knockout. I certainly will be betting the submission with Prelim Tim. It's a great prop. And each and every event, we're giving out our props of the week. Value prop, prelim prop, main card prop. Now, some other underdogs this week. I'm actually taking two. I kind of like Muslim Salikov. You know, he is getting old. Kind of like Rayoni Barcelo, someone I'm fading. So I'm not putting a whole lot of money on Muslim Salikov. But the King of Kung Fu, if the fight goes late, can take over versus Uros Medic, who has a lot of finishes. I don't think he's ever been the distance either. And he starts to fade after round one. Now, we've seen him lose some fights before. I think he could be taken advantage of. I mean, he got knocked out to Punahele Soriano. All right, so I think Muslim Salikov could land that shot. You never know, and it's plus money. He is a second underdog of the week opportunity for me. I'm just not as confident in as Bueno Silva here. What do you think about Salikov? You're obviously kind of grunting and moaning over there, so...
Yeah, I'm not a Salikov guy. No, I don't like him.
Gosh. Well, what's your second favorite underdog opportunity this week, buddy?
The one that I talked about first, Tisha Pennington.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, I'll be betting her money line. I'll be betting the Bueno Silva money line and the props on both of them. And I think those are about the only dogs I really like on this card.
Yeah. My full betting card, full picks this week, full card parlay, PRP. We're starting it off with Zach Reese, Daniel Marcos, Denise Gomes, Josh Hockett, Mara Bueno Silva. There's your underdog. Ricky Simone, we're going to lock him in. Hyder Emil, another lock of the week. All right. We're taking Tulio in the next one, main card opener. Then we're taking another lock of the week opportunity with Ismail Bonfim. Then I have another underdog with Muslim Salikov. We're taking Joseph Morales, and then the lock, Gabriel Bonfim. Those are my full picks on the card. We have a lot of cancellations. Austin Bashy was supposed to fight Josh Emmers at one point a long time ago. Now, Yanez, he was supposed to fight Christian Quinones. That was a banger fight. I was locked in on Adrian Yanez. I thought he was going to knock that guy
So was
out.
I. Yeah. I was going to be on that.
That was a good pick. And Robert Valentin and Jackson McVeigh. How many times does Jackson McVeigh have to get rebooked now? Does he win? Does he not win? I mean, he's plus money, big underdog, first fight of the night. You imagine if he wins.
Opponents now?
Yeah, you imagine if McVeigh picks up the victory here after 3 changes. Crazy.
I think this is the worst. I think my microphone got unplugged. Do I sound any different?
You sound a little different.
Yeah, I think my microphone got unplugged.
Yeah, I'm just a little cautious on Zach Reese, man. Like, stepping in pretty short notice. Hopefully he's ready to go. He looked good at the weigh-ins and face-offs here, but McVeigh is hungry for the win. He's 4-0 at the LFA, bro. That's not a bad record. He did lose his last fight round 1, but he might have something to prove here. Plus money, first fight of the night. People might get caught off guard here. You never know. I'm just being cautious. I got the 4 favorites I really like this week, like I said. Hyder Emil, Ricky Simone, 2 Bonfim bros. You're getting like 7-1 on the parlay just for them to win. That's not a bad ticket right there. Mm-hmm. And you could add on Josh Hockett, honestly. Hell with it. Yeah. He's a good pick, 4-1. He should be a favorite that just flies like the Jets. What were you saying, Prelim Tim, now that you're plugged up?
I don't remember what I was saying anymore. I'll tell her cycle.
Cycle bet, let's hear it. Prelim Tim, you say it.
Oh, me? I don't have it ready. I thought you were talking about Bryn's cycle.
Oh, Bryn's cycle, Zachary, Stubb,
Yeah.
Morales, KO, which Matt Schnell gets knocked out like a lot. He gets knocked out.
Sounds pretty good.
More times than not.
Yeah.
Fight goes the distance for CLD. I mean, I'm going under 2.5, but we will go to war.
That sounds good to me, Bryn, because I'm picking Tulio by decision. So I like that. I don't build my cycle until tomorrow morning. So I'm not ready for that yet.
My favorite cycle would be submission bet. I don't know if I really have a fighter to win by a submission, to be honest, on this card. Probably Bueno Silva, pointing out the obvious there. The favorite knockout, Morales isn't a bad opportunity with how often Matt Schnell gets knocked out. But my second favorite opportunity, prop of the week, Hyder Emil. So I'm going Bueno Silva sub, Hyder Emil KO, and the decision is not my value prop. We got some sirens going here, boys.
Yeah, hear that.
Wow. Hopefully everyone's okay. The decision is probably one of the Bonfim bros, and I'm taking the main event. Gabriel Bonfim, I would say by a decision. I'm not prepared for the cycle yet either. So. That's my worry. That is my worry. I mean, what's the other best decision bet on this card?
It might be Tisha Pennington.
I don't know.
I heard somebody say that at some point.
You know what? Instead of Gabriel Bonfim, I'll go Ismael Bonfim. You know, he missed weight. People think, oh, Taco's a lock, great underdog pick. Well, I bet you Ismael Bonfim looks fine fight night. He can go 15 minutes with the higher IQ, forward pressure, power, and win this fight. I think Ismael Bonfim has fought the better competition, and he has fought the guys that are more dangerous. So, yeah, he's lost to Nazim Sadikov, but Sadikov looks pretty good right now in the UFC, in my opinion. Not a bad loss. And Chris Padilla is, I don't know, rightfully the underdog, in my opinion. Rightfully the underdog.
You're not making friends. Bryn's been putting tacos in the chat the entire show. So yeah.
Bryn's my best friend. That's all right. We're just poking some fun. We're just poking some fun. She's just gonna chirp me if I don't win. So that's all right. That's all right. At the end of the day, we're gonna get rich off war, right?
Hopefully.
I hope so. This is a great week. A lot of great opportunities. Hopefully everyone had fun on the show. Make sure you smash that like button, suplex the subscribe button, and check out Prelim Tim. Where can they find you, buddy?
Instagram and Substack. Prelim Tim MMA on Instagram and Prelim Tim on Substack. So, yeah.
Check them out. Stay forecasted. Let's have a ton of fun this week. UFC Vegas 111 is going to be one to remember. Happy Remembrance Day. Shout out to the troops. Hats off. Remember what?
Is that a Canada holiday?
Well, yeah, Remembrance Day. It's coming up here, buddy.
Okay. All right. Well, I've never been to Canada. I've never heard of that before.
Support the troops.